Everyone, it is Monica here from tvandpopcorn.com, and I am here to give the first review of the fall episodes here, which is Scandal, and this is season 5, episode 1. Title is Heavy is the Head, and I just finished watching it, and I'm doing this review just off a whim. I try to jump right into my reviews shortly after the watching the show so I can give like my really, really raw reaction. First of all, let me say this, you guys. After watching Grey's Anatomy, which I love the show, I'm going to have to do a review on Grey's Anatomy too because I have so much to say. But after watching Grey's Anatomy and How to Get Away with Murder, before I watched Scandal, I was almost like, ugh, I'm jumping off of the Shondaland bandwagon for this fall. And I might still do so, don't know. But then when I watched Scandal, I was like, okay, I might stay on board this season with Shondaland. Maybe, possibly. Here's the thing, and I know if I have any Fitz, Olitz, whatever you guys call yourself, fans listening in, just know that everything I'm about to say, this is no disrespect to you guys. I mean, I understand that people like what they like, but I am not an Olitz fan, okay? I'm going to really dig deep with this first episode because I see something coming that I don't think the Olitz fans necessarily see coming because they don't want to see it coming, but it was so obvious in this episode. So let's get this party started. First thing first, Sally Langston, I have to comment on her because she trips me out. I really do like that they have decided to keep Sally's character on the show. I like that she's running the Liberty Report. I also like that Sally's history as far as being vice president and everything that happened and her being so close to the president allows her to have that insight that most people do not have, and she's slowly trying to dig up dirt and dish dirt at the same time, even though she did what she did. And I think that Sally some in some ways feel like she's justified for killing her husband because he was committing in her mind a heinous crime, or a sin or whatever. But she trips me out. She's really juicy, and I think that having her character here, especially with Olivia and Fitz relationship going public, I think that she's going to be such a troublemaker. I could be wrong, but Sally brings a lot of juice to Scandal. I'm glad they kept her character. It's really interesting to see her take on things and to watch her spin these stories for her Liberty audience. So really digging that. Now, as we start off, Sally begins to speak of a relationship, and at first, I was thinking, I don't know if everybody else thought this, but I was thinking, oh my gosh, she's talking about Fitz and Olivia, but then she ended up talking about the prince and princess that were visiting along with the queen. They were visiting the White House, and so she was speaking of their fairy tale relationship. All the while, scenes of flashing with Olivia and Fitz, hands on deck in the White House, snuggling, cuddling, and doing everything else grown folks do. So I was like, okay, this is going to get crazy. Now, let me kind of get out of the TV review mode for a second and let's talk relationships. Number one, I am not an Olitz fan because, okay, yeah, I was on that bandwagon of he's a married man, which is so real. He was a married man. So I didn't go for the whole I love this woman, but I'm married to this woman type of thing. I just really. I was over it. Okay, so I really wasn't digging that. And then another thing, I'm not a fan of relationships under pressure. I feel like some people are so in love with each other when they can't have each other. I could be so wrong about this, you guys. So just take note of that. I could be wrong. But I've always felt that Olivia and Fitz has more fun when they're sneaking around. Now, it kind of looked like my whole point of their relationship and my whole view might have been right this episode, because when Fitz issued Melly divorce papers and he told Olivia, it was like, oh my word. Is he serious? The look on her face when he told her was like disappointment. So I'm about to do a little bit of a Olivia bashing for a second. Number one. Did I start counting earlier? I did. Okay, maybe I should stop the number one, number two thing. Okay. I'm catching myself. I probably didn't even finish my last count. Forgive me, you guys. I'm just really tripping. Like I said, I just finished watching it, so this is my raw reaction to the show. So, okay. First of all, Olivia likes the pressure and the sneaking around. To me, it makes the relationship juicy. And to be honest, a lot of us who, have had good relationships or whatever, eh, and most people, should I say, find a way to keep their relationship fresh and do something new, and feel a certain way. That rush that I remember the first time I gazed into his eyes. I remember the first time he kissed me, etc., etc. I think that when Olivia found out that he issued Melly divorce papers, it became all too real to her. While initially, or right now in the moment, she's in the moment, but she has not really grasped that they could become a real couple dealing with real things and in the forefront of everyone. Now, what shocked me the most is, as smart as Olivia is, I don't know how she thought that she was going to continue to sneak around the White House and not get caught. I don't know how she even I don't even know how that even came in her mind. Now, she did double cross Abby, and well, not double cross. Let me rephrase. She lied to Abby when Abby asked her if her and Fitz had something going on. So now, by the end of Scandal, we see that even though Olivia wanted to wait and didn't want their relationship to come out because she didn't want to be a spectacle, yada yada yada. Now we see that it has come out, and not to mention, it didn't come out on their watch, which is something that Olivia loves. She loves to control the media and control the information, something she had every opportunity to do since Fitz kicked Melly out of the White House and also issued her divorce papers. Another thing is, how does Olivia expect to be with Fitz in any way while he's serving a second term, which is 4 more years, and they dance around their relationship the whole time while he's there, and he clearly wants to leave Melly? I feel like she totally missed an opportunity, and going back to my original thought, I feel like she missed the opportunity because she wanted to. I don't think Olivia really knows what it's like to be in a relationship. Actually, she may. And I can't remember his name, you guys, so don't even quote me on this because he's like old news. But the guy that she was engaged with, and you fans may know, do not bash me for not knowing. But she was engaged at one point, or he tried to engage, or tried to propose to her, and that guy was too calm for her. The lifestyle that he led, he was a little too peaceful. And I think that Olivia is someone who just likes the adventure and the thrill of the relationship when it's thrilling and adventurous. Now, could it be that her and Fitz are really in love? Okay, yeah, maybe. But what really tests the stance of any relationship is how that couple handles one another when they're alone, when they're not under any pressure, how they create each other's worlds and reside in it, however you put it. I just feel like they don't Fitz and Olivia, apart from all of the sneaking, does not work. And that's just my opinion, you guys. I don't know. Like I said, take note. I could be wrong, seriously, but that's my 2 cents on the whole matter. Okay, so off of the relationship, how did I feel about this first episode? I thought, dang, this is gonna be good, but I do miss, and I never thought I was gonna admit this. I miss hardcore Melly. Melly has gotten soft. And when Melly was hardcore, I was hoping they dulled her down a little bit because I didn't want her to take out Olivia. Because I feel like when it comes to competition, when it comes to dirt, sneakery, trickery, whatever you could call it, that's slithering somewhere under somebody's table, Melly has it. And I feel like they have dulled that down like 100%. Melly has become vulnerable, and I'm gonna have to go back and rewatch some episodes and kind of figure out at what point she just became vulnerable. Maybe it was with the whole teaming up. Everybody was coming together in light of what they had all done as far as the votes. Getting Fitz into the White House, winning the presidency, the first election. Maybe all of that kind of softened her up because she thought that now, okay, she has people in her corner, she has friends. So she's really dulled down right now. She's really vulnerable and she's really like feminine, like soft. Motherly love Melly, and I'm like, what, Melly, where is your backbone, girl? And I kind of did become a Melly supporter. Um, in the middle of, I believe it was about season, maybe season 4, a little bit of season 3, because you kind of get to know Melly a little bit more and you understand her backstory. And even though Melly has done some shady stuff, she is ride or die for Fitz. And not to mention, I do disagree with, and hold on, let me get her name, you guys. Elizabeth, which is right now Fitz chief of staff, who took the place of Cyrus. I disagree with her that Melly did everything for herself. I think that along the lines, Melly really did have some really selfless acts, and she really did want Fitz to have his way. And then at one point she was hoping that she would also get her time in the spotlight. And it wasn't until recent that she started thinking more about herself and what she wanted, and she asked Fitz for help. And this was before the whole juror thing, and all of that happened in the season finale of season 4. So I feel like Melly, and if, and I could be wrong. I don't know. I don't know what Shonda's doing. I don't know what the writers are doing with Scandal. But if Melly gets back on the Melly she was season 1, season 2, and Cyrus gets back on the Cyrus he was season 1, season 2, season 3, the Cyrus that had a hitman hold a gun to his husband's head, Cyrus, and they team up, Fitz and Olivia are going, it's gonna be all, it's gonna be on. Okay, I'm about to throw another curve ball before I end this little review here. Here's my thoughts. I don't think Fitz is all that. Um, how do you say, innocent? I think Fitz is hiding something too, and I know Shonda and her writers to be very unpredictable with some things and can throw some twists. I am just throwing this out here, and once again, I could be wrong, but I think Fitz is hiding more darkness than what we see right now. So, do I think, in my little way too early prediction, that Fitz and Olivia is going to be in game? Nope. Reason why is because, number one, Shonda and her writers are a little too creative for that, and that's just freaking boring to see a couple getting together this early on. Do I think they'll ever ride out in the sun together? Nope. There's going to be a lot of stuff going on that's going to cause these two to crumble and fall, because Olivia already started evaluating her whole relationship when she was speaking to Princess Emily, who was explaining how she just became this spectacle and not even human once she married Prince Richard. So you can see it in Olivia's face that she wants her independence. She wants to remain Olivia, and she doesn't want to just be someone on the president's arm, which I think is another reason why she hesitated and really wasn't happy about the president divorcing Melly. And how do I feel about that? I don't think it would. I mean, it would hurt him a little bit, but I think that's something that they can get over. people get divorced. People don't mix well, and they thought they did at one point, whatever the reason may be. But this couple definitely needs some distance, and what we've witnessed, there's no real commitment, there's no real um security in this marriage. They're just there, and they're doing these things for each other, trying to keep each other afloat as far as careers and what they've decided to do in life. But at the same time, there's like nothing there, especially on Fitz end. But then I remember, and I don't know if it was season 4 or season 3, when Fitz flipped out with some stuff with Melly, and he started taking sides with Melly and feeling sorry for Melly. So I don't know. Fitz is all over the place to me, which is why I'm not his number one fan. I don't even know if I'm his number 1 millionth fan, but not feeling it. Now, before I go, hold on, let me think, because I want to make sure I cover everything that I want to say. Like I said, this is raw. This is just me coming straight off from watching the show. I'm glad to see Jake. I'm a Jake fan. I'm not his number one fan, but I am a Jake fan. That's a real dude right there. And I actually have a review about why I like Jake. So if you feel like flipping through my reviews, find that one, watch it. I'm pretty sure you'll get a kick out of it, especially if you're a Jake fan like me. Woo woo. Glad to see that he's not gone yet. I see that they don't want to let go of Jake right now, so that's good. Glad to see David Rosen doing his thing. He's awesome. Um has Olivia made an enemy of Abby? Oof, I hope not. The one thing I hate to see is a student become an enemy of the teacher who taught the student how to do everything the student knows how to do. That's freaking scary to me, because you've taught this girl how to throw shade, how to, manipulate things, how to hide things. I just, and not, even though we see Abby fragile with her job right now in the White House as press secretary, Abby is a smart girl. So I don't want to see. I really hated the fact that her and Olivia had that little brief moment in the previous seasons where they weren't speaking. So especially season 4. So it really drives me nuts to even think that they will be rivals, because that's not going to be pretty for neither one, and especially for Olivia. I'm still kind of team Olivia. I'm hoping that she gets her stuff together. I really do. So, Hulk, he reached out to Jake, which we saw at the end of this episode. So hopefully Jake helps Hulk a lot. I think Jake's really level-headed. He's good. He's good at what he does, and he's able to move on, and he's able to admit when something isn't going his way, and he's able to decide whether he wants to keep fighting for it or move on to the next. So love that about Jake. So I think he'll help out Hulk a lot. Um, let's see. I think I think that pretty much sums up my thoughts on everything right now. And I know I said a lot, and I may sound crazy because this is just the first episode of Scandal for season 5. Do I have any predictions? Whew. Oh man, I'm going off relationship right now, because this they kind of closed off the whole Princess Prince story. And how do I feel like the public's going to react to Fitz and Olivia? How does Olivia twist this? Will Abby help her? Who leaked the photos? Because these were security cameras from the White House. Did Abby and Elizabeth leak them because they found out? Did Elizabeth leak them? Like, this is going to get crazy. And will Cyrus get back on board? And if he does, will he be on Melly's side or will he be on Fitz's side? Right now, we already kind of see that Cyrus don't want to be on Melly's side. But I'm telling you, if those two get back to the old Melly and Cyrus, that is gonna be, ooh, that's a war by itself. Cause them two, they know how to throw some shade. Seriously, some shade, some death threats, and some follow throughs all at the same time. So anyway, that's my thoughts. I have right now, I don't know how many reviews I'm going to be doing today. Like, it's fall is off the chain. Summer, not so much. I have a few shows that also I'm going to like be like, this is trash. These are trash shows, and I have that coming up really soon. So you guys be watching out for my new reviews being posted very, very soon. And if you enjoyed this review, please, please, please subscribe to my YouTube channel. I would love to have you as a subscriber. And if you have a comment, I would love to hear your thoughts on Scandal, whether you agree with my little predictions or not. I love to go ahead and just, go back and forth and have good conversations about cool shows that kind of look a little bit about like real life, but then fairy tales all at the same time. So, But anyway, this is Monica. You can check me out at any time at tvandpopcorn.com. And whatever time of day it is, I hope that you enjoy the rest of your day. Talk to you soon. Bye bye.